Good evening, folks. Welcome to another edition of Stocks and Slots with Joe Man. Tuesday, March 9th, 2 green days, actually 3 green days in a row. Friday green, Monday green, Tuesday green. Come on, Wednesday. Can we get another green one? I tell you, it's fun when the market's green and, we can rekindle some of the losses that we've had over the last 2 or 3 weeks. Over the last 2 or 3 weeks, Monday's green, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, red, Friday green, the following week, Monday green, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, red, back to green. So anyway, this is a little different off the trend. We have now had actually 3 green days in a row. We had Friday was green, Monday was green, Tuesday's green. Come on, Wednesday. Let's get it. So today we're going to talk about Jaguar Health. We're going to talk a little bit about AMC, and then we're also going to talk about what I did in the market today and how am I, getting my money back from the slaughter from the last couple weeks. Before we get started, if y'all wouldn't mind, please click that like and subscribe button. It would be greatly appreciated. So let's hop on in it, folks, shall we? Jaguar Health. I remember this stock, I think, probably 2 years ago, I think I owned this stock. And I'm telling you, I think it was like a 20-cent stock. I mean, it was really low. But this is a very hot stock here. I hear a lot of it talked about in the stock chats and everything. So I figure I would open this one up and look at it and try to give a little analysis about it and maybe see if I can piques my interest, if maybe I want to buy it or maybe I don't want to buy it, but let's see here. So anyway, Jaguar Health has a closing price of $2.18 today. It risen 1 penny. It's a great market. This stock only rose 1 penny. All right. We got a bid and ask right now of an even 200 to 200. So that's indicating it might be a flat day if you just go by those numbers, but I'm sure that will fluctuate several times by tomorrow. So today's high was at 236. Dang, so this actually jumped up pretty high, and then, I guess it opened up at 206. No, it only had this thing was all over the place today, okay, now that I'm looking at it, because this was a 1 penny change of the day. It finished only 1 cent up, but this sucker had a 30-cent gap. I mean, wow. I mean, if you could day trade this thing, you could have had a heyday today. Heavy day volume of 20,143,182. So let's look at this. Well, their EPS is a negative $1.89 a share. That's not a good sign. They're not making lots of money. Let's see what kind of news we had today here. Jaguar Health signs definite agreement for $5 million non-dilutive financing transaction involving sale of royalty rights related to future potential crofelemermides, COVID-related indication revenue stream. Okay. Got any? Well, here's some interesting ratings of this thing. New Construct's rating on March 9th, 2021, that was today, it's got a rating of the worst, 5. Rating of, this was back in November 2018, of a sale rating. But anyways, let's jump to the fun stuff. Let's not look at all the bad stuff. Let's look at the fun stuff. Let's see what this thing did here. Okay, so this is a 6-month chart of JAGX, and yeah, so this is interesting. So this thing was definitely like a penny stock, even like in December, heading into January. I mean, this thing wasn't worth nothing. Interesting. But then January, it started skyrocketing in January. That's interesting. I'm not going to dig too deep and figure out why. But let's go to a 3-month chart here. See if we can detect a pattern or a trend here. So once it did jump up to, wow, this thing jumped as high as $4 in January. Wow. And so today it's 218. So there's a from $4 to $2.18 in roughly 3 months is pretty significant. So there's your trend, folks. Do you see it? It's going down. It's going down. As you can tell by my pen, it's going down. Not very fast, though, but it's got a downwards trend for sure. Let's look at a 1 month chart. See if we can maybe pick up something a little different. Go to the high points here. Yeah, it's still going down. But this is a very volatile stock. I mean, that jumped. I mean, a 30-cent up and down movement there today. That's exciting. I mean, this is like a really good day trade stock. I don't know about the swing trade. I mean, because if I swing trade this thing, I got to buy it and hold it for 2 days and then sell it just so the funds and everything settle. And 2 days, I'd be afraid to hold on to this thing because it might fall another 60 cents within 2 days. On the flip side, it could go up 60 cents, but it's definitely more of a day trader type stock is what I'm seeing right now. I mean, this thing is steadily falling, but it does have 30-cent movement apparently in 1 day. So that's interesting. So yeah, so this thing started out at 232 this morning. So that was the high. And then it fell pretty low at around 1050 this morning. It was down at like, I mean, this was at the 206 mark, I'd imagine. And then it started regaining back position all the way close to 230 at about 2 o'clock. And then at the closing of the bell, it fell back down to where we're at now at 218. So very volatile stock. That is my indication on JAGX for sure. It's very, very volatile. Definitely swing trading on this thing. It seems kind of, I don't know if you can get in and out in 2 days and be profitable, but you could. You could be very profitable. But it's overall, this downwards trend it's been falling since mid-January after the big hike. And this thing, with it being in December as low as looks like 30, 40 cents, and is slow dying. I mean, it'd be a little scary to something to invest in right now. That was my indication. Let's talk about AMC. Man, AMC is just, I mean, this thing's just in outer space, folks. I mean, it has no reason to be going up. Oh, before the pandemic started, AMC was trading at about $7.50 a share. Okay, and that was with movie theaters in full capacity. Still, there's a lot of AMC theaters closed. I know there was 13 reopenings for the movie theaters in New York City, but I think they're only at like 25% capacity, and they have to sell a lot of popcorn to make money, folks. But that does not matter, because it does not matter about fundamentals and valuations with AMC. So we had a day's change here of another $1.21 rise today. Wow, 13.02%. The day's high was all the way up to 1077. The day's low of 922, which is where it opened up. And this is 2 days running hot, folks. I mean, hot. I mean, it was, I swear, 7 days ago, I was giving my evaluation on this, and this is when it rode a support line of 550 for about 3 or 4 days. And I was like, hey, we have found support. And we did. That 550 was the support line. And I tell you what, even with the market's been taking some whoopings here the last few weeks, at least last week in particular, it did not affect AMC. AMC has continued to go up and climb. And I ain't talking about 2 or 3 cents, folks. This thing, I think yesterday was like a 90-cent gain, and today another $1.21 gain. If anybody got into this, if y'all been watching any of my videos, if y'all haven't, please click that like and subscribe button. But I would love to hear back from y'all. If y'all could, please comment below my video. Did anybody get in when I was calling the support at 550? If you did, I'd love to hear back from you. Here's your feedback. Or if you just got in at another price, just feel free to comment. I would love to hear what price did y'all get into it. And are y'all holding on to it forever? Are y'all swing trading this thing? Are y'all going to sell this sucker tomorrow? Are you thinking about buying this
buying shares tomorrow, I honestly would not recommend buying it at 10.50. I would not. It's your money. I'm no financial expert, but I would not buy at 10.50. I would not buy at 10.50. But that's my opinion. And this is interesting. If you look at tomorrow, we got a bid and ask size of 300 over 2,200. So a little more selling tomorrow than buying. People are definitely cashing in some profits and taking some money and run. So that could be an indication. That's kind of high. So I don't know if this is going to continue with its green day tomorrow. With this indication, with this right here, it looks like it could have a down day tomorrow. Now this can always change, but this does indicate that it could start off negative tomorrow. So anyways, we had a volume of 150,415,641 volume, which is a below average. The earnings still has not came out yet. I mean, but look at this chart. This is impressive. This is a 5-day chart. So let's go back to where I was calling the support, because we wrote a support line of yeah, so right here is that 550. You can see it was flat, right? This is at that 550. I mean, it wrote it, and that was that support. But it has. This is the 10-day chart. So you can't really quite tell. Let's go to the 5-day. Okay, so here we go. So this is where we're at. So since March 8th, and this thing was up before March 8th, but March 8th, for some reason, it is just booming. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Whew. Hey, remember this, folks. To make money on the market, you sell on the green days. That's not a hint. That's not any advice. Hey, depending on your purchase price now, of course. But I sure wish I would have bought into this when it had the support of 550, because that would have been a double up. I mean, a double up. Oh, that would have been a double up. So anyways, I'll give you a quick rundown. That is AMC, folks. So let's talk about quickly what did I do on the market today. I had a green day today. Overall, my count was up $315.77. Pretty excited about that. MRMD, my marijuana stock, is up 3 cents overall today. Like I said, I bought in at 0.89 cents a share, 10 cents down overall. That was basically I bought in and the market crashed. So trying to get back, still down $157 on that one. SDPI, it actually finished in the negative today. The energy sector was the worst performing sector, even though all the sectors were green. The energy sector was the worst. The SDPI they basically make drill bits for drilling oil, and so. Anyways, I'm in at $1.25. Got a long ways to go to swing trade this sucker. Also, PFIE, their earnings comes out the 11th, I do believe. It's a Proforce Energy company. It broke even today. The color's red, but it was actually flat. I'm down my purchase price of this is $1.20, almost $1.28 a share, down about 12 cents on this one. Hopefully the earnings come out and maybe get an opportunity to do a swing trade here. Like I said, I generally like to swing trade, hold on to a company for 2 or 3 days, sell it, rake in some profits and just do it over and over again. Unfortunately, I have held on to every one of these now going on 3 weeks. So I'm really itching for some green days in a row here and set up for an opportunity for a swing trade. And my other one, ARC, this is my biggest mover today. It's up 14 cents overall today. Up 6.86%. Had a day gain of 280, but still overall I'm down negative $660 on this one. Like I said, I purchased this at $2.51 a share. The next day the earnings came out. They didn't meet their earnings, and this sucker dropped all the way down to $1.95. But it's going to slowly get it back. These 14-cent gains a day would be lovely. Come on Wednesday, can we get a green day? Well, folks, that's what I did today. That's what AMC did, and Jaguar. That is what what I see about JAGX. So anyway, again, if y'all like my videos, I know they're a little corny, but that's okay. Please click that like, subscribe button. Be greatly appreciated. Anyway, I hope y'all have a fantastic night.